movie synopsis. Here, we break down everything you need to know about the hottest movies, classic films, and trending series. From detailed plot summaries to hidden details and behind-the-scenes insights, we dive deep into each story to bring you fresh perspectives and engaging commentary. If you love exploring the twists, turns, and characters that make films unforgettable, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe and join us on this cinematic journey as we uncover the stories behind the screen. Hey, horror fans! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going deep into Terrifier 3, the latest in one of the most intense, bloody, and talked about horror series out there. If you're a fan of horror that combines dark humor, disturbing violence, and a completely twisted villain, then Terrifier 3 is exactly what you're looking for. In this video, we'll break down the plot, explore Art the Clown as a character, look at the film's themes, and talk about how Terrifier 3 brings something fresh to the horror genre. Let's dive in. To really appreciate Terrifier 3, let's look at how the Terrifier series has built a devoted fanbase, all thanks to its central character, Art the Clown. Art isn't your typical horror villain. While most horror icons are supernatural monsters or masked killers, Art stands out because he doesn't speak. He's a mime clown who uses exaggerated expressions, movements, and brutal actions to communicate. His silence is his signature, and his actions speak louder than words, and that's what makes him so terrifying. Art first appeared in the short film The Ninth Circle and then took on a lead role in Terrifier, directed by Damien Leone. Since then, Art's fame has grown as fans have come to love his horrifying blend of slapstick humor and intense violence. There's something deeply unsettling about a killer who finds joy in his work. Art is a character who embraces his role as a villain, adding a sinister, almost playful layer to his horrific actions. Terrifier 3 takes the franchise to a whole new level. Art is back, and this time, he's chosen the holiday season as his playground. Imagine festive decorations, cheerful holiday lights, and a general atmosphere of joy, all turned upside down by the twisted antics of a killer clown. Art isn't just here to kill, he's here to make a mockery of the holiday cheer. This clash between a typically joyous time and Art's violence makes Terrifier 3 incredibly unique. In this third film, Sienna Shaw returns as the protagonist. She's a survivor from Terrifier 2, and she's not going to let Art get away with his mayhem. Her character adds a lot to the film because she's not just a typical horror victim. She's strong, resourceful, and driven by a desire for justice. The film follows their intense cat-and-mouse game through holiday-themed settings, turning familiar places into scenes of horror. Art the Clown has quickly become a horror icon, but what exactly makes him so disturbing? First, there's his appearance. He's in traditional clown makeup, but his face is bone white, and his teeth are exposed in an unsettling grin. His mime-like movements give him a surreal, nightmarish quality, and he often mixes slapstick gestures with brutal violence. This creates a bizarre combination that makes you want to look away but keeps you watching. One of the most chilling things about Art is that he doesn't speak. His silence adds a layer of mystery and power, making him feel unstoppable. He doesn't just kill, he plays with his victims, and his dark humor makes him both terrifying and charismatic. There's a twisted intelligence behind his actions, and we get a hint of that in Terrifier 3 as he uses holiday items and decorations as part of his killing spree. Each kill feels personal, with a sickening creativity that makes Art unforgettable. Let's talk about the themes in Terrifier 3. One of the strongest themes is the clash between innocence and evil. Setting the film around the holidays gives it an ironic edge. The holidays are supposed to be a time of family, joy, and warmth. Art's presence during this time makes everything feel darker and more sinister. It's as if he's not just attacking people, he's attacking the holiday spirit itself. Another theme is survival. Sienna's character embodies resilience, showing us that even in the face of pure evil, the human will to survive is incredibly powerful. Her role is essential because she's not just a victim. She's fighting back, determined to stand up to Art despite the odds against her. This battle between good and evil plays out on a small scale, but it feels massive because of the stakes involved. Each encounter with Art pushes her to her limits, making the audience root for her and fear for her at the same time. Now, if you've seen any of the Terrifier movies, you know they don't shy away from gore. Director Damien Leone is known for his commitment to practical effects, and Terrifier 3 is no exception. In fact, the effects are one of the film's standout features. The blood, the broken bones, the sheer brutality, all done with practical effects that give the film a raw, visceral feel. Why is this important? Because practical effects make everything feel more real. There's no glossy CGI to distract you. Everything looks gritty and authentic, which only adds to the intensity of the horror. Leone has built a reputation for pushing boundaries with his effects, and in Terrifier 3, he takes things to a whole new level. The holiday decorations, the lights, and even familiar Christmas items are turned into props for art's sadistic gain, making the scenes more disturbing. Audience reception and the impact on horror. Terrifier 3 has been getting a lot of attention from horror fans, and it's not hard to see why. The franchise has gained a devoted following because it's willing to take risks and challenge the usual horror conventions. Most mainstream horror films shy away from extreme violence, but Terrifier leans into it. It doesn't hold back, and that's what fans appreciate. This franchise doesn't try to be anything other than what it is: raw, intense, and unrelentingly dark. But it's not just about the gore. Fans love the creativity, the practical effects, and the character of Art the Clown. Terrifier 3 shows us that horror doesn't have to fit into a neat box. It can be disturbing, funny, and horrific all at once. This approach has inspired other filmmakers to push boundaries and bring fresh ideas into the genre. So, to wrap it up, Terrifier 3 is more than just another horror movie. It's an experience. From the unique villain to the intense effects, to the twisted holiday setting, this film gives horror fans something memorable. If you're a fan of dark humor, intense horror, and a villain that truly stands out, Terrifier 3 is a must-watch. Whether you're in it for the scares, the story, or the sheer thrill, Terrifier 3 delivers. So grab some popcorn, if you dare, and get ready to spend the holidays with Art the Clown. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think of Art the Clown and his brutal return in Terrifier 3. Stay safe, and keep the horror alive.